Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, sorry about that. Good afternoon. Looking lovely as always, looking 1 degree hotter. I am Siposezo Mavila from PEPSA, and may we please all rise for the academic procession. Thank you very much. We may all be seated.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. My name is Jethro Ngomo. I'm a lecturer in the Department of Pharmacy. Thank you all for coming. And to our graduates, you look really beautiful. You look good. Just to kick off the program, I would like to invite to the front Dr. Luvu Nokele. She is the outgoing HOD of the Pharmacy Department, who knows most about our graduates and has been pushing most of you as well to this point. Ma'am?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2025 Department of Pharmacy Oath and Awards Ceremony. It's an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate our graduates. Mine really is to welcome everybody to the ceremony. First and foremost, the most important people in the room, our graduates, welcome. It is really good to see you. Some of you, as you walked across the stage this morning, I looked and I thought, that doesn't look like the person I know. I see it's you, but you really look good, as Mr. Nkomo said. I'd also like to welcome the B Farm 2, 3, and 4 students who are going to be receiving the awards and their family. Welcome also to PEPSA. Thank you for assisting us this afternoon. A special word of welcome and thanks to the Faculty of Health Sciences Exco and Faculty Management Committee that is led today by the Acting Deputy Dean. Thank you for coming. Because it is the School of Medicinal Sciences, a special mention to Professor Trita, our director. I'd also like to welcome the departments and various units within the Faculty of Health Sciences. Colleagues, I did see you I'm not going to mention everybody by name. I think towards the end of the ceremony, then when we do our vote of thanks, we will mention you specifically and individually. But thank you for coming. Without your input, really, as a department, we would be lost. I'd also like to welcome my colleagues from the Department of Pharmacy, the academic staff, support staff, and the administrative staff. Welcome. Thank you for, you guys are at the coalface of the teaching and training and guiding of our students. The pharmacy oath and award ceremony holds a special place in our department's calendar. It's during this ceremony that we acknowledge and celebrate excellence. Most importantly, it is here where we witness a fresh cohort of pharmacists taking their oath and pledging to be in service of our community. I extend again a heartfelt welcome to you, colleagues, no longer students, colleagues, and your families as well. And I do hope that you will enjoy this afternoon. Thank you. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Professor Zolega Soji. Professor Soji is a senior academic leader and acting deputy dean within the Faculty of Health Sciences at Nelson Mandela University. Her highest qualification is a Doctor of Philosophy in Social Development Professions, which she obtained in 2013 at the then Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University, NMMU. She has extensive experience in the higher education sector owing to the 23 years of employment in the sector. In her role as an academic leader, she provides strategic and steward leadership to 5 academic departments in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Prior to joining the university, she worked within the NGO sector as a social worker, training manager, and later an employee wellness practitioner. She offered wellness services in automotive industry, and this is where she developed her passion for the wellness field. There isn't much left, Prof. I think I want to go through everything because I was inspired. So I think, She is passionate about mentorship and coaching and believes that these are key in unlocking potential in others. She has published in peer-reviewed journals, successfully promoted a substantial number of postgraduate candidates, and her research interests focus on youth development, leadership development, youth and family resilience, and wellness. As such, she presented at conferences and seminars locally and internationally. She is most importantly, I think, I could be wrong, she is a wife and a mother of 2 sons whom she adores. Thank you, Prof. Soji.
I tried to get her to stop and to not read. I even asked her to please summarize it. Ne? But anyway, greetings to my esteemed colleagues in the Department of Pharmacy, especially to the acting head of department and the academic staff members in the department, our distinguished guests in your various capacities, our very own, very, very important guests of honor, our graduates, your families and friends, good afternoon.
Do you want to use the mic?
I want to start. So I want to start by sharing a story. It's a very brief story. So in a quiet township clinic, an old man called Tata Zondi would sit outside every morning long before the gates opened. He wasn't a doctor. He wasn't a nurse. But the community called him their first pharmacist they ever knew. Tata Zondi did not have a degree, nor a white coat. But generations came to him for guidance. You know why? Because he understood healing. He understood people. He taught so many people. He taught young mothers how to boil guava in order to help a child who was coughing. He reminded teenagers to take their TB meds, and he once walked 3 kilometers just to remind a neighbor to refill their blood pressure medication. His hands were weathered, but his heart was precise, full of empathy, and driven by something that no textbook can ever give us. You know what that is? Wisdom. He was so wise. So one day when they asked him, how do you know so much? How do you know so much and you've never gone to university? And his response was, I watched, I listened, I loved, and that's how I learned to care. So today marks not only just a conclusion of an academic journey for you, our graduates, but it's a beginning of a professional one. As you stand here, as Nelson Mandela University Pharmacy graduates, you are not only celebrating your academic achievements, but you're also embracing the core values that will guide you throughout your career. These values of excellence, respect for diversity, social justice and equality, integrity, ubuntu, and sustainable stewardship. These are not just words on paper, but these are the principles that must guide you in everything that you do. Today, as you take your oath, you must do so with an understanding that you are making a promise. You're not making that promise to your patients, your future patients, and communities. You're making that promise to yourselves. You cannot disappoint yourselves. You're promising to uphold the highest standards of practice and to carry forward the legacy of Tata Mandela, whose life was defined by commitment to justice, humanity, and service to others. So I will just briefly reflect on these values. The first value that we embrace at Nelson Mandela is excellence. What does it mean for you as a pharmacy graduate? You are entrusted with the responsibility of safeguarding public health. And to do this, you must strive for the highest standard in everything that you do. Excellence is not merely a goal to be achieved, but it's a continual pursuit of knowledge, of skills, and innovation. The commitment to excellence then means that you will approach every patient with that care, with that highest standard. You also need to recognize the importance of respect for diversity. I'm sure one of the most important lessons that you've learned in your interactions with each other is the importance of interacting with diverse people. You've learned this, but I'm sure you also learned that diversity is not just acknowledging differences, but it's about celebrating them. It's about embracing each and every person, irrespective of their gender, irrespective of their color, irrespective of where they come from, because that's what you were taught in this program. At the heart of the pharmacy profession, there should be the value of social justice and equality. Nelson Mandela dedicated his life to fighting for a world in which everyone is treated equally. As a pharmacy graduate of the namesake of the institution where you got your qualification, you should be following. You should be carrying that torch moving forward. As you serve communities, you must strive to work towards eliminating health disparities, recognizing that every person, regardless of their background, deserves the highest standard. I cannot say much about integrity in your profession. You will be entrusted with sensitive information as a pharmacist. What are you going to do with that information that you are given? Are you going to respect the fact that each and every person has a story to tell? When they come in front of you, they're not just a number. They have lived experiences. They entrusting you with very vulnerable areas of their lives. So, as a graduate of Nelson Mandela, you are bound by the values of integrity, understanding that your credibility and trustworthiness are the foundation of the relationships that you are going to develop and establish. Lastly, I want to speak about sustainable stewardship. This is a value that we embrace at university. You have a responsibility not only to your patients but to the world around you. This value means recognizing the long-term impact of your actions on both the environment and the healthcare system. Whether you're doing that through advocating for the responsible use of medication or you're eliminating waste, you have the responsibility to abide by these rules. So today, as you're standing here ready to take your oath, you are reminded of the weight of the promise you are about to make, to uphold by these values, the values of your institution. They are not just abstract concepts, they are principles that must guide you. You are the future of healthcare. I hope you understand that. I encourage you, therefore, to carry the legacy of Nelson Mandela. I encourage you to embrace your responsibility to serve humanity with humility, empathy, and unwavering dedication. Congratulations to all of you, the graduates of Nelson Mandela University, Pharmacy Department. The journey ahead may be challenging, but it's also filled with tremendous opportunities to make a lasting difference. And I encourage you to step forward. Step forward with pride, with purpose, and a steadfast commitment to these values. You now carry the privilege of both science and service. From our elders, from Tata Zondi, we learn that healing is not only about what you know, but about caring deeply, about listening, and about being humble to serve humanity. Congratulations. Thank you.
So the beauty of being the director of the program is the walking of the coming up here and walking back while everyone else is seated. So now I'm going to call Ms. Matsivanyika and Mr. Kenuga to give tribute to Mr. Nchembo Mhlaba. So Mr. Mhlaba was a student here and was doing his 4th year last year, but unfortunately he passed on before he completed his journey with us. So may I please call Matsivanyika and Mr. Kenuga.
Good afternoon. Today, as we celebrate this significant milestone, our joy is mixed with profound sadness. We are here without our dear classmate, Nchembo Mhlaba. Though he is not physically with us today, his spirit and the impact he had in each of us remain. Mr. Mchembo was bright and a dedicated pharmacy student. So, could we please honor him by taking a moment of silence? Thank you. I have my colleague here who was a close friend of him and is going to say a few words.
Thank you very much, everyone. Greetings to the academic staff, graduates, and the guests. I greet you all. Amen. I met Nzambo in first year during orientation, and ever since that day, I've never experienced such genuine friendship till today. He was a caring person, a loving person, cheerful, full of life. If you're with him, there's nothing else. It feels like the whole world is here with you. One thing I said in his funeral when I was speaking was that him passing away, it felt like a huge part of me died that day. And I know that for everyone else who experienced him, a huge part of them also died that day. It is therefore with so much in me that I would have failed to stand here and not speak on this. Because it is a serious thing, and it is a thing that is not only was affecting him, but also the society. The thing of mental health. He really did take care of his mental health. He tried so much he could do to live. But unfortunately, life kept on being so much unfair towards him that he couldn't take it anymore. So I would like to urge Dr. Mbali, I know you are leaving, but whoever is coming in, to prioritize the mental health of the students, to put it in the forefront. Before you become a lecturer or a HOD or anything, just become a parent to them before anything that could stop you from that. So that's one thing I would like to urge the incoming HOD to focus on. But one thing I said also in his funeral was that I really did wish he knew that his life was so much worth it more than anything and everything that he was going through. I miss him dearly, and I know everyone who's here who have had an impact with him really do miss him dearly. He was such a genuine person. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kenuka, for those words. I would like to next up call Ms. Nadia. She is responsible for PEPSA.
Hello everybody, you do look beautiful. We're starting off with, I've got the honor of introducing Mrs. Rosalind Esler, that's here from the PSSA. So I just have a few words to introduce her. She has over 3 decades of dedicated service in pharmacy. Mrs. Esler brings a wealth of knowledge, experience and heart to every role that she takes on in pharmacy. Her journey began here, and she did her internship just around the corner at Somerset Strand Pharmacy, and she's worked in every sector of pharmacy and brings a lot of experience and passion and heart for pharmacy with her. She is also bringing, she's now the branch manager of our Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa, so she's representing them today, and she's here to contribute in that way also to the next generation of pharmacists. In her own real generation, as her daughter is also a pharmacist that graduated here a few years ago, but for you guys as graduates today also. So please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Nadia, for introducing me. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the privilege of being here today at this prestigious event. I've been a member of the PSSA for many years, and it has brought and guided me throughout my professional career. So I would like to give you a brief overview of what the Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa is. Right. The PSSA aims to be the undisputed leader and guardian of the pharmacy profession. The PSSA supports and promotes the profession of pharmacy in improving medication use and advancing patient care. Why should you join the PSSA? The PSSA provides negotiations on behalf of the profession. There is strength in a collective voice when speaking to the South African Pharmacy Council or to the Department of Health, etc. It also provides promotion of profession to other health professions and the public. The PSSA reviews and addresses healthcare legislation. It also provides a means where you can interact with your colleagues in any other sector and any other branch. It also provides expert advice and support on practice and legal issues, including human resources related issues. The PSSA, next one. There we go. The PSSA sends out regular electronic newsletters. We also send out emails on a regular basis, especially if it's on a medical alert or if it's about any other practice-related queries. The PSSA Cape Midlands hosts 6 CPDs events per year where we invite a guest speaker to present on a relevant and interesting topic. The PSSA also provides a bursary for undergraduate students, and if you are a member of the PSSA, you are eligible to be covered by a professional indemnity cover with PPS at a regular rate, or should I say a very good rate. The Young Pharmacists Group. The Young Pharmacists Network consists of individual members of the PSSA who are under the age of 35 and have recently graduated. The YPG is a network existing within the PSSA whose function is to acquaint recent graduates to becoming active contributing members of the PSSA. Next slide. Right, these are the contact details for the head office PSSA, as well as all the slides that you have seen on the website. But thank you for listening to me, but I'd like to invite anyone to please contact me if they have any inquiries or questions at the PSSA Cape Midlands branch. And I wish you all a bright future and congratulations.
Okay, before I have the pleasure of announcing the top first-year graduate that will be getting the prize from the PSSA, we're going to have to hold you in anticipation for a little while as she's on her way. So we're going to go on to the next. She's lost, but I'm sure she's going to get here. And we'll skip ahead and then come back to that in a little while. Who was the next one?
Oh, don't look.
Don't
Don't
look. Profile and stuff.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations from my side to all the graduates. It's good to see all the familiar faces. It's almost like standing at the lecture venue and I'm about to give a lecture, but that's not the purpose for this afternoon. I'm only going to do a short introduction of our next speaker, and that is Ms. Karen Du Plessis from the Clicks Group. She's the pharmacy practice manager in the Eastern Cape, and the department has a long-standing relationship with Clicks. So if I think of Clicks, I think of the computer lab. If you go in the computer lab where the students learn about the software that they use to dispense the medication, you'll find everything Clicks in that computer lab. So it reminds us every day of the important role that the sponsors, that they play in our department. So we are very grateful for the sponsorship, specifically from Clicks. And it now gives me great pleasure to ask Karen to come to the front and also to just present from Clicks behalf. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So it is indeed a pleasure for me to represent Clicks today and to be able to celebrate the award ceremony with you. I think it's a really special time to be able to come together and indeed a privilege to partner. So thank you again to the Pharmacy Department for the invite today. And it really is a pleasure as a corporate pharmacy business to be able to support our local universities across South Africa in needs of either a computer lab. There's some other exciting initiatives that I've been chatting to the Pharmacy Department about recently that we're wanting to partner further with. So yes, thank you for having me today. So Clicks as a corporate pharmacy. Are you going to, do you want me to click away? Which one do I need to press? The forward button?
Yes.
Okay. So what is Clicks all about? I thought let me give you a quick snapshot in terms of where Clicks is. So all the way back in 1969, Clicks opened its first store, and it was Jack Golden who was the brains trust behind Clicks. In 1971, we then expanded out of the Western Cape and into KZN and opened another store in Durban. In 1983, the Clicks head office was then opened in Cape Town. And in 1999, the first distribution centre opened in Cape Town. 2003, UPD joined the Clicks group. Those of you that are locoming in any of our Clicks stores will know UPD. And then in 2004 was when the very first Clicks pharmacy opened, and that was in Sea Point in Cape Town. 2008, Clicks Direct Medicines was launched, and in 2011, the Helping Hands Clicks Trust was launched. So this one in particularly is something special to me. So it's our CSI initiative, which allows Clicks to extend their healthcare products beyond the borders of just your paying medically insured customer, but into underprivileged areas where we are able to facilitate services to those who can't afford it, and through various CSI initiatives are able to support underprivileged communities. In 2016, we launched our online store. So for most of you in this room, I would assume you are online shoppers and very familiar with online shopping. So if you haven't gone and had a look at the online store, please do that. 2021, the standalone baby store opened in Durban, and in 2023, Clicks opened its 700th pharmacy in South Africa. And then lastly, in 2024, we opened our 900th store across South Africa. So the footprint of Clicks, as you can see, over the course of time has rapidly expanded. We currently 55 years plus. Clicks has been around, started in 1969, and that's the footprint that you can see at the moment. So we have representation into Africa, not just South Africa. We've got 57 stores currently in African neighboring countries, and 5 of them in Eswatini are pharmacies. And at the moment, in the last update that this slide was done, we have 936 stores, 720 pharmacies, 206 clinics. For those ladies in the room, 195 beauty salons, and then an extensive distribution network that obviously supports our various stores, whether it's front shop or pharmacy. So you might be saying, why do I share this with you? Well, firstly, as a proud clicker, which I most certainly am. I've been with the business since 2017. Started as you, swore blind I would never join a corporate pharmacy group because I studied pharmacy to open my own endeavour. And so I encourage you to never say never. The scope of pharmacy is extremely large. Clicks as a company is not just a retail pharmacy business. Because we have a head office, there's aspects. I've got pharmacy colleagues that are in marketing. I've got pharmacy colleagues that are in the commercial division, in our distribution business. So it's not just the retail pharmacy, and I think that's the beauty of pharmacy actually. As a profession, it's not restricted at all to one avenue. And even within the Clicks portfolio, there's many opportunities that you can grow in. So I share this because it's out of passion as well from one man called Jack Golden, all the way back in 1969 that Clicks was birthed, and it has grown to something like this. To point out, he started it in 1969, and the first pharmacy, which was his actual passion of what he wanted to see achieved, took 35 years to see realized. So as you start, especially the fourth-year graduates, as you start out in your career, sometimes what you really hope for doesn't come in a few short moments. Sometimes you have to really persevere to see the full reward of your efforts come to pass. And so what message would Clicks and myself like to leave with you today is, what are you passionate about? What is it that gets you out of bed each morning? Do you know why you do what you do? And I think Simon Sinek there says it lovely. Working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. But working hard for something we love is called passion. And so I would surmise, there's no pharmacist that I know has studied pharmacy because you do not have a passion for healthcare and people in general. And I think Professor Soji's first story is exactly that. We are passionate about people. We are passionate about healthcare. And so that is your why. So achievement comes when you pursue and attain what you want. So many of you are going to receive awards today. That's an achievement because you have pursued what you want to see. Success comes when you are clear in the pursuit of why you're doing it. And so as you move into a profession, the why becomes all the more important because it's the why that gets you out of bed. So remind yourselves why you work in pharmacy. Why did you choose pharmacy? We are here to serve people, not just to sell products. We are here to change lives, not just to hit targets. And our focus needs to be on every customer and for us to know why. So from Clicks, we want to extend a hearty congratulations to all the award winners today, most particularly to the fourth years that are branching out into your internships and then still into your community service. Really excellence, I think, is what needs to drive pharmacy. And so no matter where you find yourself, if you find yourself working within a Clicks environment one day, in industry, in distribution, in hospital, it doesn't really matter. But allow excellence to be your driving force and passion to be what stirs you. But always let your why be the thing that gets you out of bed in the morning and keeps you going. So the passion you have today, let that be the fire that keeps burning as you pursue your careers. Thank you.
We'll take that. Karen, you're going to stand just in the middle somewhere there.
All right. This moment is for those that know their why. So I am going to call. I was listening. I am going to announce the prize winners for BFAM 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so the award of the Clicks BFAM second year prize by Clicks goes to Kaylin Vienand. The award of the Clicks BFAM third year prize by Clicks goes to Amar Davids.
The BFAM 4. No.
And as you are expecting the fourth year prize to go to my left, it might actually go to my left. Just give a roll. All right, this one goes to Mr. Vien Smarts. Well done, Glenn. Another drum roll, please.
Jethro, we're going to go back to the first year now. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Who's going to give
Celeste and Ross.
We are going back in time to the first year.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, this prize is sponsored by PSSA, and ladies and gentlemen, it goes to Miss Mbasa Ngapai. Thank you. Next on the program, may I please I would like to call Mrs. Abrahams. She's also one of the lecturers in the department.
Honored guests, respected colleagues, pharmacy graduate class of 2024, and all our other pharmacy students. In the name of God Almighty, who has blessed us to see this day, I greet you all with the universal blessing of peace. Relax, students and graduates, this is not a ZCP lecture, I'll be short and sweet. So I've been given the honor of introducing to you a most awesome lady who really needs no very little introduction. She's both a dedicated pharmacist and educator, but not only an educator of students, but also of her colleagues. And I personally can bear testimony to that. Oh, how she has helped me, especially when I first started. She holds a PhD in General Health Sciences from the Nelson Mandela University, where she has been a lecturer since 2008. I'm, of course, referring to none other than Dr. Terry Lynn Fogarty. Hold on, I'm not finished. Didn't say I'd be that quick. Okay. Dr. Fogarty is also a researcher with over 20 years of experience, and her research focuses include the pharmacy support personnel, workforce development, and pharmaceutical care. And she has numerous publications to her name, and she's also presented at a variety of international conferences, all the while continuing to mentor postgraduate students and conduct impactful research. Apart from her responsibilities at NMU, she also serves as a consultant, an examiner, and a moderator for the South African Pharmacy Council in pharmacy qualifications. She is a member of the Advisory Committee for Pharmacy Technicians of the La Fédération Internationale Pharmaceutique. And for the first time, I can legally say, please excuse my French. And if I really messed it up, that is the International Pharmaceutical Foundation. She is also a member of the Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa for the Academy of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Her other achievements, and I'm just limiting it to a couple because otherwise we'd be here at nightfall. She was awarded the Faculty of Health Sciences Emerging Teacher Award of the Year, and she has also been recognized by the South African Pharmacy Council for her contributions to her profession. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the Acting HOD of the Pharmacy Department of the School of Clinical Care and Medicinal Sciences, Faculty of Health Sciences. Once you meet her, you will never forget her, Dr. Terry Lynn Fogarty, for all the right reasons.
Oh my gosh, that was unexpected, and thank you everyone. It's wonderful to see you. I have to take my glasses off to see you and then put them on again to see my notes. I'm at that age, unfortunately. It's just been such a wonderful experience so far, this oath ceremony, and we aren't even halfway through. So I'm here as a committee member or the university representative for the Academy of Pharmaceutical Sciences. And just to speak a little bit about them and what the medallions are that are handed out to our top achieving students. So the Academy of Pharmaceutical Sciences serves as a dynamic platform for both pharmacists and non-pharmacists, believe it or not. It's called the Academy, and I think people think it's only for academics to be members. But with a vision to encourage active participation in national and international scientific and pharmaceutical communities, the Academy fosters a culture of excellence through recognition and award programs that celebrate significant contributions to the field. Membership is open, so all of you that are graduating, that are not continuing with your postgraduate studies, you can still be members of the Academy and do research in practice. So membership is open to individuals through their active involvement or interest in areas including education, research and development, production, control, and marketing of medicines. Whether you're in community or hospital pharmacy practice, you can contribute meaningfully to pharmaceutical sciences, technology, and professional practice. In pursuit of its mission, the Academy also initiates and undertakes activities that further enhance its role in advancing the pharmaceutical profession. The Academy awards medallions to the top academic achievers as a symbol of excellence and recognition of outstanding performance in pharmaceutical sciences. These medallions serve to honour students who have demonstrated exceptional academic achievement, commitment and dedication through their studies. By awarding these medallions, the APSSA not only celebrates individual success, but also encourages a culture of academic excellence and inspires future professionals to strive for the highest standards in pharmacy education and practice. That's me.
So we're going to give the medallions to our well-deserving award winners. So for BPharm 1, may I please call you by your first name, Mbasa, because if I pronounce your surname, it's a tragedy. Mbasa, please come up to collect your award. I'll be from 1. BPharm 2, Kaylee Wynand. BPharm 3, Amara Davids. BPharm 4, drum roll for Leon, well done.
I just want to say that Leon is the epitome of curiosity. Yes. And I think that part of his success and achievement is because he doesn't stop asking questions. In
Difficult
class,
ones.
after class, later in the, through email. So congratulations.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Just so that I'm not only in the background, I also wanted to be front and center for one, for one person up. Very important person. I'd like to call up Dr. Kubashe to come and present the top 5 BPharm 4 academic certificates. So Dr. Kubashe, I think everybody knows her very well, don't you guys? Yes? Second year, 4th year. She's a lecturer in pharmacy practice. She's actually as well an ex-HOD of our department. In fact, I think she may have been HOD when you guys started, but I can't remember the exact dates. She also has the portfolio as the advisor for learning and teaching. Are you okay? In our department as well, and she is on the Pharmacy Council. She's a Pharmacy Council, South African Pharmacy Council member. I'm ad-libbing here because the previous person got a very long intro and I hadn't prepped. Sorry, Dr. K. So I just think it's appropriate that Dr. Kubashe hands out our top certificates, and I'm going to call them, and you guys saw we weren't very surprised with the first BPharm 1, BPharm 2, and BPharm 3 awards because they had to be invited. They weren't coming today. So the BPharm, the top 5 awards are surprises. You will see from the clapping that starts when we start announcing them. They do not know who they are, except for Vian. Vian knows, but the rest don't know. So Dr. Kubashe, can you please come up? Okay, so in 5th place is Mr. Edmore Garauzive. Is that right? Is Edmore here? No. Oh, that's a pity. Okay, is he here? No, he's not here. Okay, I'm going to keep his prize. No joking, it's just a certificate. Okay, next up, in 4th place, do we get a drum roll? Mrs. There are not many Mrs. in the class. Mrs. Taryn Robertson. Congratulations, Taryn. Taryn, if you can also just wait on the side and we'll do a group photo when you're done. Okay, we're down to number 3. Are there any guesses yet? Well, it's not Vian. Okay, so in 3rd place is a Mr. Wasim. Well done, Wasim. Congratulations. Okay, in 2nd place, any guesses? I hear some whispering. Miss Anne Hiernes. Congratulations, Anne. I did tell him to come up. He's not just... Congratulations. And then our top academic achiever for 2020. Actually, it's not just for 2024. This is actually a weighted average across their degree. So it's a big, big one. Congratulations, Vian Smith. That's me. Sorry, I left it all sweaty. It's okay.
Well done, colleagues. So, next on the program, we will be introducing or we'll be handing over certificates related to clinical award, and there is no one more qualified to do that than the stream advisor of pharmacology. I would like to introduce to you Dr. Kritiotis Germanis. Ma'am.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's both an honour and a joy for me as the head of the clinical pharmacy stream to announce the top 5 clinical students in our 2024 hospital program. But before we arrive at the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm going to take advantage and keep you in suspense for just a little bit longer. Only to share some background information to make this achievement as meaningful as it's meant to be. The Pharmacy Department's Top Clinical Student Awards started in 1994, and since then they've become a tradition to celebrate the achievements of academic excellence, clinical insight, and professional determination. Our hospital program expands across 3 tertiary level hospitals and 1 specialist psychiatric facility in our very own city, Gqeberha, the home of Nelson Mandela University. Every year, students rotate across these 4 clinical sites, and they are immersed in real-world hospital pharmacy practice. They are tasked with screening patient files, making pharmacist-led interventions to optimize patient care, compile weekly case studies to try and assess appropriateness of drug therapy, and respond to drug information requests from other members of the healthcare team. In addition, many students join prescriber-led ward rounds, getting first-hand exposure to a multidisciplinary approach to patient care. As you might expect, assessment of this program is rigorous. The final mark reflects both group work and individual performance. Excelling here is no small feat. As we celebrate the achievements of these students, I'm reminded of a quote by Angela Duckworth. Enthusiasm is common. Endurance is rare. These 5 students have demonstrated not just enthusiasm for learning, but also the endurance to perform, persist, and shine in a very challenging clinical environment. And now, the moment you're all waiting for. Mr. Komo, take it away.
And away I take it. Starting from number 5, may I please have the usual, the drum roll, please. You did not see that? Miss Amber Wilcock. Fourth place, the only Mrs. in the class, Mrs. Taryn Robertson. In third place, Miss Anne Eunice. I hope I'm pronouncing this properly. Well done. Gentlemen, get ready. In second place, we are represented, gentlemen, Mr. Wasim Hanif. First place, I have a surprise for you. Okay, I'm kidding. It's lunchbound. Mr. Vian Smart. Well done once again, colleagues. Please give them a round of applause as they... So all the graduates here, they graduate with honors. And of course, 8 hours of sleep per semester. That means they do have experience, some experience in research. Hence, they actually have honors. And I would like to call the person who's responsible for research, Dr. Dambuza, to come and hand over certificates related to research. Please give her a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to our guests, the faculty management and the faculty administration staff. They're also here. My colleagues, my special colleagues, the parents. The parents are the most important people in the room. They were the ones that were washing dishes when the students were writing exams. So we need to honor them. And then shine to our pharmacists, the class of 2024. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so proud of you. So I'm here to present the research awards. So in our fourth year, we have 2 modules. Well, you choose which one you want, and these are research project elective modules. We have the ZRE 400, which is the pharmacy research project, and ZCE 400, which is the pharmacy select topics. So in these modules, we introduce the students to the basic principles of research. We teach them about scientific writing, literature review writing, referencing and paraphrasing. Yes, we emphasize on plagiarism. Plagiarism, we tell the students that they must avoid it like leprosy because it will get them into trouble. We teach them how to write a proposal and also to do methodology design. We teach them about ethics, data collection and analysis, interpretation of data, and podium and poster presentation. Then we seal it nicely with a nice bow, and we teach them how to write a research article. So today I want to introduce you to the winners of the research, because at the end of it all, they must come and present the work that they've done. So we've got those that present in a podium. Those are the research, the ZRE, the pharmacy research group. They present in a podium their projects. And then we have the ZCE, which is the pharmacy electopics. They present in a poster. So we selected the top 3 during the symposium. So at the end of the year, we have a symposium where they come and showcase their projects. But due to time, we're not going to call all of them. We're just going to call the winning group. So the first prize, and then the rest of the students can come to me after the ceremony to collect their certificates. So I'm going to hand over to Mr. Ngomo to call the winning groups. Okay, I will help him.
It's going to be on the slide. Is it fine? Can I go?
Yes. Yeah, there we go.
So, Courtney and Anne, they got the first prize for the ZRE elective topic. Their presentation was a podium presentation. Can you please come to the front to get the certificates? They were Jethro students, by the way. So he is a very proud lady over there.
I'm very proud of you, ladies.
Terrin and crew, Terrin, Kirsten, and Sia, please come to the front. They were my students.
Next in the program, we will be introducing yet another award, Jane Rishworth Award, and I would like to invite Ms. Pretorius to come and do that. She is also a lecturer in the department.
Okay, good afternoon, graduates, staff, parents. It was only 25 years ago when I was in your position. It feels like the other day. No, actually, I can't remember a lot of it, but congratulations, you've all got to decide. We had a lovely game at Provincial about who we're going to bring to our graduation. Vutu, I'm looking for your twin. Are they here today? No. Your mom is there. Okay, lovely, nice to meet you. I have the honour of presenting the award, the Jane Rishworth Award for the Most Professional Graduate. Jane was a dear friend of mine and a colleague. We met at university. We actually met working at Cape Road Depot, which was an after-hours pharmacy. She studied here at the university. She graduated in 2002, went on to do her internship in the provincial hospital pharmacy where we go on rotation. She also then did her ComServe at the military base. And then after other work experience and babies, started at the university in 2009. This award is sponsored by PPS. So in their absence today, I'd just like to thank them for the award and for the plaque that is proudly displayed in our third floor passage. PPS, I've been a member for 25 years. They tailor very much to the professional graduate in terms of insurance, and when life doesn't work out the way you expect it to, disability and retirement and even your income protection. So as soon as you start earning a salary, guys,
it's good to look at things like insurance. I know it's really adulting, but you do have to do that. And as we've learned with Mr. Mahlaba, who passed away, and even my dear friend Jane there in the corner, she passed away at the age of 44 in the year 2023. And I think some of these students here today might have had the privilege of actually being taught by her in pharmacy practice in the lower years maybe. She really did a great job for professional practice. She was the hospital coordinator at Dora Ngenza Hospital. She even served on the board of the hospital when they needed someone who wasn't employed directly by the hospital. And she was passionate about making sure you were always very professionally attired, and what some of the students wear these days, she wouldn't have let that go through. But she really was passionate about pharmacy, about the profession, and a heart of compassion for the people that we serve. So again, what Prof. Sorji was saying, do we have compassion for our patients? This award, unlike the ZRE elective that you might think was a bit biased, is voted on by members of the staff. So those staff who have had you in the class from first year, you see, you should have been behaving yourselves. Okay, so it's not just primarily from the hospital program, but we do nominate who we think would be a worthy winner of this award, and then it is voted on as well. So it gives me great honour, with a bit of a heart sore, to announce this year's winner as Mrs. Taryn Robertson. I think Taryn also is probably one of the last ones who have actually known the split of the graduates, and should have been delighted.
I always get excited when we get to this part of the oath-taking ceremony, the induction into the profession, mostly because there's always new nuggets that pop up that take me through the profession. And I do quite feel very humbled to introduce Prof. Truter, who's going to take us through the induction. So Prof. Truter is, if I was to read her bio, literally from the giggles, you can tell we would spend here another 3 hours. And that's just the introduction. Prof. Truter is a pharmacist, first and foremost. She is a distinguished professor, very humble soul. She also is the director of schools. That's the clinical care and medicinal sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Prof. Truter.
Good afternoon, parents, family members, staff members, and then our dearest graduates. Class of 2024, you woke up this morning as an intern. Tonight, you're going to sleep as a BPharm graduate. That is exciting. Tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up and you will have a degree behind your name for the first full day of your life. Today is very special in your lives. I'm going to very briefly introduce you to the profession of pharmacy. If I can, is my slides? Pointer. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Okay, so your journey, thank you. Oh, well, by the way, the only reason why my bio is a little bit longer, I'm a little bit older than most of you sitting here, and some of you were my students, ne? Staff members also. So, to our graduates, your journey has begun. For some of you already, you may feel that your journey has begun end of last year. Today is the start of a new phase. You are a BPharm graduate. With that comes also a specific responsibility on you. In South Africa, we are just over 63 million inhabitants, people. You are one of around about 17,000 pharmacists in South Africa. That is how few we are in our country at the moment. So yes, there's a shortage of pharmacists. There's also at the moment pharmacists without employment. We are aware of that. But you are unique. The journey that you have embarked on is a specialized course. You have unique skills. You're going to make a difference in a field that is very dear to all of us. Student life is over now. I also showed this yesterday to our nurses when I spoke at their pledge ceremony. It was sleep, 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 then it was breakfast, then it was class, 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 practicals, then it was eat again, and then it was study a little bit or a lot for some of you. And then the cycle started again. But now you are entering, or you have already entered, a new phase of your life. You are no longer in that safe environment of the class and a classmate you can quickly share notes with. You are an individual, you're a professional, and with that comes a special responsibility because people look at us differently. We're not doctors, many doctors with our white coats, but we are registered professional pharmacists. You are going to be exposed to situations that may make you very uncomfortable. You will be exposed to situations where you wish you studied that section of Dr. Leah, your pharmacology a little bit better, Prof. Johannes. You may be exposed to difficult customers, and how you're going to handle that is going to be your unique challenge in life, your professionalism. Living pharmacy is very different from studying pharmacy. The professional pharmacy, you know the lab very well. I think the symbolism in pharmacy is for us different things. The pharmacist oath that you're going to recite just now. I'm going to talk specifically about the white coat. So the white coat ceremony, or the donning of the white coat, is a century-old tradition in the profession. So we're not the only professionals who are wearing white coats, but in pharmacy profession, it's special and it's different. We're not many doctors, we're pharmacists. Original in the scientific laboratories to symbolize scientific principles in the practice of medicine. In 2010, Mr. Clive Stanton, the previous chairperson of the PCSA and also national president of the PCSA, he initiated the concept of the white coat ceremony and the formal induction of our newly qualified pharmacist, you, into the profession by way of the white coat. So it's the pledge, it is your oath, but it is also the white coat. Why a coat? Oh, obviously the reason to protect our clothes, to be identifiable in your work environment in the pharmacy, and then the transition from study into practice. So it's no longer the white lab coat, it is now the white coat as a pharmacist. Doesn't make you a god. It doesn't make you better than anybody else. It does. Never ever must the white coat signify arrogance. You must remain a humble pharmacist. We do not know it all, but we are different. We are recognized for our specialized knowledge. There's something like white coat hypertension, and you may have experienced that in pharmacies. Customers come in and they tell you, no, I'm not hypertensive, my blood pressure is normal, and then you say, come into the clinic, let us just check, because you've got the customer, the patient may have certain symptoms. And then when you take their blood pressure, suddenly the blood pressure is a lot higher than what they say it is. There's something like white coat hypertension. Literally, you can go and read the articles. Also, if we go to doctors, doctors will all often, and pharmacists also, they will often take a blood pressure, talk to the patient for a few minutes, and then take the blood pressure again, and the blood pressure would have normalized. Because that is the respect. That is how we are perceived by our patients, by our customers. You need to respect that, and you need to I don't want to say enjoy the respect. There's a responsibility coming with that. But you need to thrive as pharmacists. You need to become the lifelong learners, because that is also what your white coat symbolizes. We don't know it all. Mother Teresa was not a nurse, not a pharmacist, but she said, I alone cannot change the world. I can cast a stone across the water to create many ripples. The little fish that jump out of the water create those ripples in your profession. Change where you can change, positive change. Better the community, become involved in health education, in health promotion in your communities. South Africa, there's a huge need for healthcare services in many areas, even in the middle of cities. There's a need for pharmacists, for healthcare, for knowledge. Sometimes you will just be a listener, that's also fine. Not giving the medication, you may just counsel, that's also okay. That is what we are. We're between the scientist and also Professor G, also a counselor in a certain way, based on healthcare and based on our knowledge in medicine. So with that, I want you to, in front of you is a plastic bag with your white coat in it. I want you to all open that. I know it is a small area that we are in this afternoon. So I want you to open that. And once you have it out of your the plastic, I want our cameraman and our video video holders and Mrs. Barry. From the front, I want you to stand up and put on your white coats, and then we're going to ask our photographers in front to take a video of you. So first, before you stand up, unbutton it, yes. Otherwise you may struggle to get it on. You will also get used to that. And then when you're all ready, I think you can stand up, all of you together. Put on your white coat, and then this signifies what we call the donning of the white coat. You put on your white coat as you enter the profession of pharmacy. And it's beautiful. You are looking even more beautiful than this morning over the stage. So very welcome to the profession of pharmacy with your white coats on. All of you, still some of you busy. When all of you have your white coats on, we're going to ask you to pose for a photo. You don't have to button. That's all the buttons. Photographers, smile. As a proud pharmacist, friendly pharmacist. Thank you. Okay, and don't sit down. I want you now to turn to the audience on this side. I know it's not ideal for photos. Just face your friends and family.
You're allowed to clap for them.
And last not least, also the pharmacy staff and the faculty members on that side. very much, pharmacist colleagues. I wish you well in your career. Be the best pharmacist that you can be. Thank you very much, Ms. Barry, and I'm handing back to you. Thank you.
I would like to quickly call Mr. Maseve. I'm not so sure if you want them standing or for the odd.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nkomo. Good afternoon to you colleagues, all our guests here, our parents and students, graduates. All right, I'm going to take you through the pharmacist's oath. What we are doing today is that we will have about 4 language groups, out of the 11 official languages that we have in South Africa. But before we do that, just a little notes about the history of the oath. Basically, when I talk about the oath, it represents commitment to serving humanity. I think that's the most important thing. And also remember to uphold the ethical standards of pharmacy and confidentiality. You will meet a lot of patients in various places, in various hospitals and clinics. Some of them will come to you with personal dilemmas and personal issues. We urge upon you to make sure that you remain confidential and not talk down on the patients. And also, we encourage you to learn continuously and never stop learning. This is just the beginning and this is not the end. And also, by all means, make sure that you remain professional. You become a professional pharmacist at all times. And lastly, the principles of Batupele, where we say that wherever we go, whatever we do, we remember our patients. They come first, and Ubuntu as well. Since you chose pharmacy as a profession, I'm sure all of you always wanted to assist and help others. So you are given an opportunity as pharmacists to go out there and help others as you always wanted, and in that process of helping others, demonstrate your Ubuntu. The PSSA started pharmacy oath in 1999. They introduced it here in South Africa. But before that, it was initially introduced in the world in 1983. It's basically a token for new graduates entering the pharmacy profession. And initially, it was available in English and Afrikaans, but over the years, other languages have been developed. Just like today, we've got Isipedi and isiXhosa represented. When I think of pharmacy, I always think of that acronym. I want you to take it with you and carry it with you wherever you go. All right. I think now we have reached the stage that we've all been waiting for. I'm going to start with Group 1. You may be seated. Thank you. Okay. May we please have Group 1 stand? Okay, so Group 1 is from Chisenwa, Mania. I think you know each other. Okay, you please come up to the front. Group 1. Come and stand in front of the podium. Okay.
sorry for the little bit of, it will say there, you are in group 1. That's the English group, and you'll come forward. Just check what group number you're on. Okay, can we just switch the screen off? Let's gather together a little bit more. Come a little bit forward. Okay, a little bit further along.
Yeah. Switch off the screen. The screen.
I wonder, sorry, let me quickly do one more thing. I'm forever the organizer. Can the taller one step forward for me on the bottom line? And you can come forward over here, and then we've got 2 rows. Okay. Taller one's in front, and then the other guys just come across. We'll get there. Okay, you guys come forward as long as we can see you in front. Is that okay? Okay, switch around. You guys go back. You guys come forward. Sorry, I thought that was going to work. It's been so formal up until now. Okay, tall at the back. Okay, not short, shorter. Okay, are we better? Are we okay here?
So is that everyone in group 1? How it's going to work is that I'm going to lead you in the first paragraph, and then when we get to the sentence that says I, you call your name, and then you continue. Let us start. In acknowledgement of ultimate destiny of mankind. You can do that. In acknowledgement of the ultimate destiny of mankind. To obey and maintain the ethical standards of pharmacy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you very much, Group 1. You may be seated. I now call upon Group 2 to come to the front. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is a big group. Group 2 ready. In acknowledgement of the ultimate destiny of mankind, I now go forth to discharge my duties Well done, Group 2. Thank you. You may be seated. Can Group 3 please stand? And please start making your way to the front. In acknowledgement of the ultimate destiny of mankind,
which I now regard as my calling in life, to obey and maintain the ethical standards of pharmacy, to continuously renew, augment, and improve my knowledge and expertise in order to fulfill the obligations of a pharmacist, to uphold the profession of pharmacy as a custodian of medicine, and regard medicine as the instrument entrusted to me to protect and improve the quality of life. Directly or indirectly, provided to me by patients or clients, even after their death. That my primary goal will be the fulfillment of the demands of my profession, and that neither personal gain nor quest for glory will take precedence in the execution of my duty. To cooperate with other healthcare workers, if need be, to achieve my professional objective and the desired therapeutic outcome. That I have taken this oath voluntarily in full realization of the confidence and the responsibilities placed upon me. I now go forth to discharge my duties to the best of my ability and true to the duties of my conscience.
thank you, Group 3. You may be seated. I now call upon Group 4. Group 4 will do the oath in isiXhosa. Please, you may stand and come up to the front.
Should we?
Okay, are you ready, group 4? If you are ready, you may please start.
Ngithatha njengomzulu wami ebomini ukuthobela kunye nokugcina umgangatho weenqobo ezisesekweni sikasomayeza. Ndiqhubeke ndivuselele ndazise kwaye ndiphucule ulwazi lwam kunye nobungcaphephe ukuze ndizalisekise uxanduva lophando mayeza. Ndiphakamise umsebenzi wophando mayeza njengolondolozi mayeza njengesixhoba esiyilekwe mna ndikhusela kwaye ndiphucule umgangatho wobomi babantu. Ndingavezi ngokungalunganga nayiphi into eyomntu okanye izinto eziyimfihlo ezithe ngqo okanye ezingathandana ezithunyelwe umguli okanye umxhasi nokuba kusemveni kokusweleka kwakho, ukuze injongo yam yokuqala ibe kukufezekisa imifuno zomsebenzi wam kwaye akukho nzuzo yam okanye unxanelo oluzawuxhaphaka inxaxheba ekwenzeni umsebenzi wam. Ndisebenzisane nabanye abasebenzi bezokukhuthakala ezempilo ukuba kukho imfuneko ukuphumelelisa injongo zomsebenzi wam kwaye ndinqwenelele iziphumo eziphilisayo kwaye ndithathe ezi zifundo ngokuthanda kwam.
Siyabulela kakhulu siphi enkosi to group 4. The next group is group 5. May you please stand and start walking to the front. This group is going to recite the oath in Afrikaans. Are you ready, group 5? You may begin.
In nederigheid en erkennelijkheid teenoor die almachtige God en in die teenwoordigheid van die Heer, my medestudenten, my familie en alle andere getuies wat vandag hier teenwoordig is, beloof ek Jan Smans as 'n plechtig om myself te wy aan die welsyn van die mensdom en die geluk en leiding wat ek as my lewensroeping beskou, om aan die etiese standaarde van apotekerswese te voldoen en dit te handhaaf, om my kennis en ervaring voortdurend te vernuwe, my uit te brei en te verbeter, ten einde my verpligtinge as apteker na te kom. Om die aptekersprofessie as die bewaker van medisyne in stand te hou en om medisyne te beskou as die instrument wat aan my toevertrou is, om die lewenskwaliteit van mense te beskerm en te verbeter, om nie het sy direk of indirek enige persoonlijke of vertrouwelijke saak te openbaar wat deur my patiënte of kliënte aan my toevertrou is nie self na hulle dood. Dat my primaire doelwit sal wees om my vereistes van my professie te voldoen en dat ook persoonlijke wens nog in soeke na die voorop gestel sal word in die uitvoering van my pligte om indien nodig met ander gesondheidswerkers saam te werk ten einde van my professionele doelwit as ook die verlangde dat ek die eed vrywillig afgelê en die volle bewustheid van die vertroue wat in my gestel word en die verantwoordelikheid wat aan my opgedra word. Ek onderneem nou om my pligte na die beste van my vermoë te doen. Die vertroue aan die voorskrifte.
Alright, baie dankie, groep 5. You may be seated. And then one last student that represents Group 6 will do the oath in Sepedi. Mr. Mashilo, please come up. You may begin.
Ka go netefatša bokamoso bja moloko wa batho ke le magareng a barutiši ba ka dithaka tšaka le leloko la ka le bohle ba ilego dihlare di kgobokanya go fana nna mannage Donald Mashilo bjale ka rakhemisi ke ikana go ineela mo boikanelo bjo bo feletšego gore setšhaba le go imolla matshwenyego seo bjale ke se tšeago bjalo ka pitšo mo bophelong bjaka go hlompha le go phethagatša melao ya tsamaišo ya tirelo ya khemisi go tšweletša pele go tsošološa go atleletša le go kaonafatša tsebo le bokgoni bjaka gore ke phethagatše ditshwanelo tša rakhemisi go phethagatša modiro wa lekala la khemisi bjale ka mo hlokomedi wa dihlare go tšea dihlare bjale ka sebetša se se tshepilego ka sona go tšhireletša le go kaonafatša maphelo a batho go se phatlalatše ka tsela ye e sego ya maleba dikhupamarama tša batho ka maikemišetšo goba e se ka maikemišetšo tše ke di boditšego ke balwetši ba ka botshepo le ge ba hlokofetše sephego sa ka pele ke go phethagatša dinyakwa tša lekala la modiro wa ka le gore nka se gakwe ke dinyakwa tša ka goba go phagama go ka senkete pele go phethagatše modiro wa ka go diriša mmogo le badiriši mmogo mo lefapheng la tša maphelo ge go hlokagala go phethagatša pitšo ya modiro wa ka le dituelo tša phodišo gore ke ikana ka boithapo le temogo ya go tshepagala le maikarabelo a beilego magetleng a ka bjale ke tšea lesolo go diragatša modiro wa ka ka bokgoni bjaka le go tshepagala taolo ya letswalo la ka.
Thank you, Mr. Mashilo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was the last group. I would like to call upon now the acting HOD, Dr. Fogarty, to come and thank everybody here.
So punctuality. Hello. Can you hear me? No. Maybe the battery's died. I can use my lecturer voice, it's fine. Thank you. Punctuality is one of our values as pharmacists, and so we are going to end by 5 o'clock. And I'd really like the thanks to be short and sweet, but if you knew how much goes into organising this event and making sure that it is the success that it has been, it would be remiss of me not to spend a little bit of time just saying thank you to people. Now, why did I take my glasses off? As you've heard from all our speakers, that this event marks a significant milestone in the professional journey of our graduates. And it couldn't have come together without the collective efforts of so many people, our dedicated staff, our student assistants that are helping us today, as well as our valued partners. Thank you. A heartfelt thank you to our sponsors. You've seen and heard from them, the Academy of Pharmaceutical Scientists for their medallions, the Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa for some of the academic awards, the Professional Providence Society, you would have seen on all the white coats that there is a badge of the Professional Providence Society. And if I have to confess that on Thursday we did not have white coats because our interim between us and the supplier failed us despite several follow-ups. And so between Thursday and today we got them jackets and we got them printed with your and so it really was a collective team effort to ensure we could have a white coat ceremony, because what's a white coat ceremony without a white coat? So yes, that was our sponsor, PPS, and then of course Clicks as well for your generous sponsorships of academic prizes as well. Thank you. Your contributions speak volumes to your belief in the future of our profession, but also your faith in us as an academic department at Nelson Mandela University. So thank you. So many of our staff members are involved in ensuring that our students get to this point, and so we feel that it is important to have many of them, or as many as possible, involved in this event. We would like to have everyone involved, but then we might not finish on time. So thank you to our staff members who contributed today, giving meaning and dignity and inspiration to this rite of passage into the profession. And then we just want to also extend a special thanks to our colleagues from visiting departments. Thank you for being with us today. We've got Prof. Amelie Grieser, who is our acting head of school of the School of Behavioural and Lifestyle Sciences. Thank you, Prof. Grieser. And then Dr. Sidney Campbell, is he still with us? Yes, and he is from the Department of Radiography, the head of department. And then we also have Prof. Keert that is with us. Prof. Keert is our Learning and Teaching Director. So thank you for being with us today, and not to forget our faculty administrator, Mrs. Levac, who is definitely a behind the scenes, but really not behind the scenes kind of person. Welcome, Mrs. Levac. And then we also have a surprise visitor, Mr. Robbie Woodley, who's also a graduate from the university, but doesn't even work in pharmacy anymore, but is a staunch supporter of the pharmacy department. So welcome, Robbie. Thank you for being here as well. Our director of school, you heard from her, Prof. Ilse Treater. Thank you for being in attendance and obviously for supporting our department and the ceremony. And then a very big thank you to our keynote speaker, Prof. Soji. Your address on the qualities of a Mandela student, really, it's important for us to hear. That is what we are embracing, agreeing to come and be a student at the university and going out now with the name of the university behind us. Your words challenged and uplifted us all and remind us of the importance of integrity, resilience, compassion came through very strongly, as well as service. And so those are the values that lie at the heart of our profession, but also our university's ethos. So thank you, and for personalizing it to the pharmacist. So important. Thank you, Prof. Soji. Then we have so many behind-the-scenes workers, to all of those that gave their time, energy and passion. Our behind-the-scenes team, Melissa, there she is at the back. Yes, had several anxious moments last week, even this yesterday, but Nelly, thank you so much. And then Sue, our departmental secretary, who stepped in to assist Nelly as well. And then Janet, who's our marketing portfolio, has done this for very many years. I think she does this in her sleep now, but not this one.
Sleep this week.
And then just to acknowledge Dominique and his team. Ms. Nordia is the lecturer that is the representative that helps our pharmaceutical society. If you see PEPSA, it's our student society. So thank you, Dominique, and your team as well for just helping us. Also honouring the values and responsibilities and the promise of pharmacy in an inspiring way. And then our media team, we have Zukile and Tabiso at the back. We've got, and then Michael, our photographer, thank you as well for capturing all these moments for us. I've mentioned the academic staff, but just to also say that our academic team and our support staff, who we don't see here, our professional and support staff, they call it, professional administrative and support staff, PAS staff, that aren't here today, just thank you to our academic staff and PAS staff for all their support and encouragement of our students. Yeah? They play an essential role in the success of our graduates. Parents, families, and loved ones, thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. You've really shown our students along the way. Some maybe a little bit longer than others, but at the end of the day, they're here. they've reached their goal and they have arrived. So congratulations, and thank you, parents, for your support and encouragement. And I'm fairly sure that your pride when they walked across the stage this morning was unmatched. So thank you. And then finally to our graduates, congratulations. You've reached this milestone. You've been looking forward to it for so long. And so as you wear your white coats, not only as a symbol of professionalism and responsibility, but also of hope, compassion, and excellence, another value of Nelson Mandela University. We are incredibly proud of each of you, and we look forward to the impact that you will make on the world of pharmacy. Thank you. My final thanks has to go to our MC, our very charismatic, Mr. Nkomo. Thank you for steering the program and for making sure we end on time. And I'm done.
Thank you. To close off, this was declared dead, so I would like to please ask everyone to stand. So we are standing for the academic procession. After this, may I also request all the prize winners and sponsors to meet on stage for photos.
Oh, they're going out the back.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, over to you to finish. That's it. Thank you
Okay,
very
thank
much,
you so much,
guys.
everyone.
Thank you. Have a nice evening celebrating. That's what they're waiting for.